Hello and welcome back to my vlog, Sew Amelia, where I talk about making a handmade wardrobe for me and my children. This week it's a week in my sewing life and I look forward to having you join me as I share what I get up to each day and how I get things done during the week. So it's Monday, it's nap time and I'm up in the sewing room and I'm getting a few things done. This week I want to finish my Q dress. This was one of the things I hope to get sewn up in June, but I haven't quite finished it yet and I'll show you where I'm up to on that. So I'm making it in a beautiful Rifle Paper Company fabric that I got from Sister Mintaka quite some time ago now, and this is it here. My wonderful brother and sister-in-law bought me the Q dress pattern for Christmas, and I bought this fabric not long after, knowing that I wanted to save it for the summer to make a beautiful summer dress. I don't have any occasion in mind, but I just loved the pattern and I loved the fabric and wanted to make the dress. So there we go. I have made the bodice. Now the fabric itself was quite sheer when it arrived and I just worried a little bit about it being a bit sheer. So I have just lined the bodice. So there were no instructions on how to do this in the pattern. It actually uses just a facing, but I knew I wanted to fully line it. So I cut another bodice out of some plain white cotton that I have and just fully lined the bodice. I have also fully lined the skirt. So I knew I didn't want to do the full sleeve. I didn't want also to do the cold shoulder, as I just felt like I would constantly be pulling that up. It would frustrate me a little bit. I have tried other cold shoulder tops and just didn't get on with them. But I also wanted a little bit more coverage than just a strap. So I actually used the flutter sleeve pattern piece from the Davenport dress and added the little flutter, or ruffle I suppose, frill to the sleeve strap here. And I'm really pleased with how that has turned out. So the next step is to finish off the skirt, which I'm almost done with, and attach it to the bodice. And then I'm going to make covered buttons. So I'm going to use these Prim cover buttons. These are my preferred buttons to use, and I have the little tool that comes with them. I interface the fabric, I use the little tool, and they don't take any time at all, so they're great. So that's my job for this afternoon, is to see if I can get the skirt attached to the bodice and do those covered buttons. Hi, so it's Monday night and I have done a little bit more sewing tonight. We've had a busy afternoon. My son was able to do his school play today and we were able to watch that in our bubbles, which was really such a gift. And so I didn't get a lot of sewing done, but it was for a very good reason. What I did finish was my covered buttons. Unfortunately, I have about 11 of those left over from another project, so I made all the 11 that I had, but this dress calls for about 15 or 18 buttons, so I have ordered another packet of 6, so I hopefully will get that finished during the week. So I'll stand up and show you what I have done so far today. So hopefully you can see at least some of it. It is held together with pins at the moment. I'm quite tired tonight, so I'm not going to attempt buttonholes when I'm tired. I will do that tomorrow or the day after. Like I said, I'm waiting for the buttons anyway so I can finish those cover buttons, so there's no rush. I also have to hem it. So you can see the flutter sleeves. I'm really pleased with those. I think they look really delicate, especially in this fabric. And I'm also really glad I lined it because I think it would have been too sheer without a lining. So this is the dress so far. I'll do a twirl. I did have to let out some of these seams just slightly, so it was a 5/8 inch seam allowance, so there was plenty of room in there to play with a little bit. What I was concerned about if I made the size 12 was doing a small bust adjustment, which is really not my favourite, whereas by making the size 10 and just letting out the seams slightly, it's, I think, a really lovely fit and I'm really pleased with it. So in the end I cut a size 10 bodice grading out to a size 12 at the waist, and then I have fully lined the skirt and the bodice. So that's it for Monday's sewing. I'm off to bed now and I will see you in the morning. Hi, so it's Tuesday night and the children are in bed, and so I'm just going to do a little bit of some prep for sewing for tomorrow. I am waiting to finish my Q dress until I get the rest of those covered buttons, and then I'll do the buttonholes and buttons and the hem and things on that. That project is just waiting for the buttons to arrive. So the first thing I want to cut out tonight are my Flint shorts. If you've watched my July plans video, you'll have heard all about those and why I'm going to try and make those. But I'm going to make them out of this purple acai coloured linen, it's called. That was from Truro Fabrics from memory. My plan is to use this as a bit of a toile. It was a remnant that I got in one of their sales, so I'll use that to have a go at the Flint shorts. So I want to cut those out. The other thing I want to get cut out tonight is my Homer and Howell's Ingrid dress. That's this one here, with those gorgeous asymmetric lines on the front. I'm so excited about that one. And I'm making it in this beautiful Merchant & Mills striped linen. So that's the other thing I would like to get cut out tonight. But yes, tonight is kind of a preparation night for the rest of the week, cutting out pattern pieces, hopefully cutting out some fabric, and just getting ready for the rest of the week so I can get some sewing done. Hi and welcome to Wednesday night. As you'll know if you've watched my previous week in my sewing life, you'll know that Wednesdays is our busy day with lots of after school activities and things, and so I don't usually get much time to myself on a Wednesday. However, I have had an hour or so tonight up in my sewing room. Yesterday I managed to get the Flint short patterns pieces cut out, and so today I started sewing them up and I will show you how far I got. So I don't know if you can see that, but I have what looks like a pair of shorts, which is very exciting. So tonight I have sewn my pockets on, and you can see I made the lining from some scraps of a beautiful Liberty cotton lawn that I have that I used for my daughter when she was a baby. And then I've used this beautiful acai linen as a bit of a toile. But I can happily tell you I just tried them on and they fit. And it's very exciting because shorts don't usually fit. But I graded this pattern from a 12 at the waist out to a 14 over the hips, and so far they seem to fit beautifully, so I'm very excited. Obviously I'll be able to tell more once I've added the waistband, and that will happen tomorrow. So I've sewn these pleats on at the front tonight. I sewed the darts at the back, popped in these pocket pieces, as you see, and then sewed up the side seams and the crotch seams. So that's those done. I did end up lengthening the pattern pieces when I cut these shorts out because they're quite short shorts and I prefer just to have them a little longer, so I've cut them to just above the knee. So when I come to hem them I can decide what length I want to make them, but I would rather have them too long than too short. So that's it from me for Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Hi, it's Thursday, it's nap time, so I thought I would just pop on and have a quick chat. Today's plans are very simple really. I want to try and finish my Flint shorts. All that's left to do is pop the waistband on those and to make the ties, because I'm making version D, which is the shorts with the tie closure. So I need to make the ties, pop them on the waistband, pop the waistband on, and they should be finished. So I'm looking forward to trying to get them done today. The other thing I want to try and get done are the buttonholes on my Q dress and hemming that, because I'd quite like to just get those two projects finished, done and dusted, and then tomorrow hopefully I can start something new. But while the house is quiet over this nap time, I'm going to drink my coffee and I'm actually going to edit the vlog that's going to go up on Saturday, because that also has to be done, and then hopefully I'll get some sewing time this evening once the kids are in bed. Hi, so it's Friday. I didn't manage to get back on last night. It is my husband's birthday today, so last night was spent in a flurry of getting presents organised and yeah, everything sorted for today's celebrations. That was a nice way to spend a Friday. But I did get quite a lot of sewing done last night. I did surprise myself how much I managed to get done in an evening. I was sewing up the Flint shorts and I'll show you how I got on. There we go, they're finished. A completed pair of shorts. I obviously had started them before last night, but they actually came together super quickly. The Megan Nielsen instructions were brilliant. I do find her instructions really, really good. They were fab instructions, very clear. It was a straightforward sew. I think the most tricky part was just popping on this waistband and making sure it was lying really flat and that I got the stitching in the ditch as neatly as I could. It does say you can top stitch, but I just thought the finish would be neater if I could stitch in the ditch, so that's what I chose to do. So yes, they are finished. I tried them on and they fit. I cannot tell you how excited I am. I just don't buy trousers or shorts or anything like that because I find fitting them so difficult. And that's previously why I haven't sewn any either, because I was just a bit scared that they wouldn't fit. And I almost cried when I put these on last night, which is so silly. But yeah, they fit. They're really nice around the waist. They fall really nicely over my hips. And I really like the length as well. I am so pleased with them. I just have to work out what top to pair them with now. You'll probably remember I've made the Q dress and I just need to do the buttonholes on this and sew on the buttons. So it's not a big job. We actually have a family barbecue on Sunday with some family that have travelled over from abroad, which is really exciting. We've not seen them for years. They've never met my almost 2-year-old daughter. And I'd love to be able to wear this actually. I think it would be really nice for a barbecue in the garden. Perhaps a bit dressed up, but you know what? After the year we've had, I'm going to wear all the pretty dresses all the time. So yes, that is a priority for tonight. So I'm going to pop the buttonholes on that Q dress and then I'll probably hand sew the buttons on tomorrow whilst I'm watching the children play in the garden, because they're pretty easy to sew on when I'm doing other things. And then I might make a start on my Homer and Howell's Ingrid dress. So if you watched my previous July plans video, you'll see that I bought some beautiful linen from Merchant & Mills when I visited their shop in Kent. And one of the linens I bought was this beautiful pink striped linen. And I have cut out, you'll see from the shape of it, I have cut out the pieces for the Ingrid. I did that during nap time today. So that's all ready to go. So if I have the chance tonight, I might start popping a few of those pieces together. To be honest, I'll probably just do some prep tonight because I read the pattern this afternoon as well and I need to do some stay stitching, some overlocking of the edges. So just, yeah, preparing all those pieces to be ready to sew them up. So that's possibly what I'll get to tonight if I do the buttonholes. Buttonholes are always a scary thing when you've made the rest of the make and all that's left is the buttonholes and then you pray you don't mess it up. So I'm going to go and get cracking on all of that and I'll hopefully catch up with you later and let you know how I got on. Hi, it's Saturday and I'm up in the sewing room just for a little bit this afternoon. I didn't manage to get much of the Ingrid dress sewn up last night, so I am going to prepare the pieces this afternoon. So do the overlocking and the stay stitching and just get those ready to sew. I am wearing the Flint shorts today, which is really nice now that those are finished. They've been so comfortable to wear today and I'm really enjoying the fit of those. So I'll pop up a few pictures so you can see them. I did start sewing the buttons on my Q dress this morning as well and I'm hoping to get that finished up tonight. But this afternoon I'm going to work on the Ingrid dress and see if I can get that prepared and ready to sew when I get some sewing time tomorrow. Tonight we're off to my son's piano recital. It's very exciting that he's actually able to play in that, so I probably won't get much sewing time tonight, but that's quite normal for our Saturdays. It's a real family day for us. So I'll head off now and sew some of the Ingrid and I will catch up with you later on. Hi, so it's Sunday and as you've seen from the footage I have had a little bit of sewing time tonight, which is lovely, but I have just made a silly mistake, so I think it's time to put the project down and head to bed. I'll share it with you in a minute. We did have a lovely afternoon in the sunshine with our family, and the boys were able to play with their cousins, which was really, really special, especially after the year we've all had of staying indoors. And as you'll see from what I'm wearing tonight, I did get my Q dress finished and I did get to wear it, which was really lovely. So I did manage to complete 2 projects this week, and this was one of them. I'm really pleased with the finish on this one. I did take my time. I definitely sewed more slowly than normal, but I'm really pleased. The lining sits really nicely inside the dress. The fit is great. I'm really pleased with the flutters on the sleeves, and it felt great swooshing about in the garden today, so I'm really pleased with that one. The other thing I got finished this week were my flint shorts, and I'll just show those to you again. Here they are. And I did wear them all day yesterday. They were super comfortable and the linen was super light and really nice, and I can tell that they're going to be a staple in my wardrobe over the summer. They were just meant to be a wearable toile, but I love the colour. It goes with quite a few of the t-shirts in my wardrobe, so I can tell that they're going to be worn a lot. And then what you saw in the video previously, what I've been working on tonight, is my Ingrid dress with my Merchant & Mills linen. Such a lovely linen. I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed working with that tonight. And this is what it's looking like so far. I'll give you a wee sneak peek. I've been playing around with the direction of the stripes, as you see. I've got them going horizontally here on the bodice and vertically down here. And I've sewn in the pleat. This side I have sewn up with the pocket. So I did a contrast pocket, and I just wanted a lighter cotton in there rather than the linen. But as you'll see on this side, I have sewn one pocket up here and one pocket down here. This pocket is very definitely in the wrong place. However, it's an easy fix, but it's not one I'm going to be doing tonight, because I think when one starts making silly mistakes like that, it's time to stop and come back again tomorrow. So thanks for joining me for my week in sewing. I hope you enjoyed seeing those projects that I've managed to finish and the progress on my Homer and Howell's Ingrid. Do join me for my July Makes video, where I hope to show you the finished dress. Do let me know in the comments what you're working on this week, as it's always really nice to hear what you're getting up to in your sewing time. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay happy, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!